Social judgment theory is a persuasion theory created by M. Sheriff. It's a perception and evaluation of idea by comparing it with current attitudes. An attitude change is what's hoped to happen after persuasive communication. Social judgment theory tries to explain when a person might change their opinion, the direction of the change, the feelings on others' opinions, and the commitment to their own opinion.
What's your opinion on the legalization of recreational usage of marijuana in the states of Colorado and Washington?
Well, basically, I'm not a marijuana user. I don't see what the big deal is. You know, a lot of my friends who do use marijuana, they say it's basically relaxing, and my parents say it's kind of detrimental to my future. So I've never been a person who's really kind of thought about using, but I guess I'm not anti about using either. So I guess I would probably have to say I really don't care, because marijuana just doesn't affect me.
What is your opinion on the legalization of recreational usage of marijuana in the states of Colorado and Washington?
I think it's the best thing to happen since Prohibition ended in the 30s, honestly. I don't think there's a problem with marijuana at all. I think that it can help to stabilize the economy. In fact, Colorado is putting the first $40 million of tax revenue of marijuana into school education, so it's going to help out the education. I really don't see a downside, and personally, I smoke marijuana every day, so
come on,
I can
man.
really...
You're a drug addict. That's why you're saying this stuff. All right.
Okay, cut. What is your opinion on the legalization of recreational usage of marijuana in the states of Colorado and Washington?
I think it's just a horrible idea. It's a gateway drug. Nothing good comes out of it. People skip school. You lose jobs. There's nothing positive about it. I think that the gains through taxes aren't going to be there. It's just a bad idea overall. They really should have never done it.
Man, you know what? You're just closed-minded. That's what it is.
And what do you think about that other guy during that interview? What do you think about all that?
Well, basically, he made some real good points. I guess the sales of marijuana and the revenue is going to go back into the school districts in Washington, so that can't be a bad thing, especially if they're going to regulate it, keep it off the street.
It might be off the streets, but it's in the stores, and then all the younger kids can get on it, just like alcohol. All the young kids can get that now. It's just the same thing with marijuana. There's nothing good that's going to come out of this.
So you don't think it would be good at all? Not as far as, the effects, that maybe the sales will probably go into the school system, and then it's not on the street, so it's kind of taking danger out of it. There's no actual drug dealer selling it, and then ID cards will help out with the age limit.
It might be taken off the streets, but the next thing people want to legalize is crack cocaine. It's just going to lead up, and all these young kids are going to get into this, and they're never going to be able to get out of it.
So you think that the legalization of marijuana is going to open up the gateway to all other drugs being legalized?
Absolutely. It's just a bad path to go down. This is just a bad way to go.
So I guess with that being said, maybe marijuana is a bad idea.
There you go.
Hey man, what's going on, Tyler? Hey man, other guys on fire and brimstone with this marijuana legalization thing, huh?
Yeah, man, he was pretty tough about his stance on things and his decisions on marijuana. Kind of made me think about not smoking.
Yeah, pretty uptight individual, Probably thinks that, thinks it's going to be a gateway drug. Everybody's going to start taking heroin in the streets now, huh?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he did say that.
Him and everyone else, man. Let's see what the big deal is, like the first $40 million in Colorado, it's going to go straight to the school systems. All those kids, think of what they can do with the schools.
Really? And you know what? I thought that was true. I kind of ran it by him, and he was still saying no. They could get it out of the stores, stuff like that.
Well, he's going to run the cartels into the ground with the Mexican drug lords,
Wow, that's sure.
At least I think it will.
Yeah.
I just don't see why he's so close-minded about it.
A lot of my friends do it. I kind of was a guy who was anti, Don't tell anybody, but maybe, you know, marijuana could be a good thing.
Well, you know, I'm not trying to tell you one way or the other. I'm just letting you know what I think. Maybe like that guy over there. You know.
Yeah, it's pretty close-minded. As time passes, it's going to only become more acceptable in other states. So,
Yeah. I
hey,
definitely think that's gonna happen.
maybe Washington and Colorado can be the example states, you know, set a good example, change
Maybe
people
so.
like Dan's mind.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
You're not a bad guy. Pretty
Yeah.
open-minded yourself,
Yeah,
man.
thanks.
Yeah.
So today we've seen the three latitudes of Muzaffar Sharif: the latitude of acceptance, the latitude of non-commitment, and the latitude of rejection. We've also seen the effect of persuasion on the non-committer, and that the latitude of acceptance often wins out over the latitude of rejection. This is because the latitude of acceptance often encompasses more open-minded individuals with a more positive outlook on a given situation.